Hello students, how are you all? I hope everyone is doing good. I am your science teacher Lyris Sunny, and today we are going to continue our lesson Force and Machines Part 2. But before we start our class for today, let us quickly revise that what we have done in our last class. We have learned about energy, force and speed, right? So let's take a quick look that what is energy. Energy is the ability to do work. Energy makes things go. It is the capacity to do work, heat something up or change it in some way. Then we have also learned about force, that what is force. A force is a push or pull that causes an object to move faster or slower, stop, change direction or change size or shape. Without force, nothing would ever move. We have also learned about speed. Speed measures how quickly an object moves, a distance. Speed is equal to the distance the object travels divided by the time it took the object to travel that distance. Speed is always written as units of distance like meters over units of time like seconds. We can calculate the speed of the car, and speed is equals to distance upon time, right? Now let's start our class for today. Today we are going to learn about machines. What is a machine? A machine is a tool that helps us to do work. Machines help us by changing the amount of force on an object and changing the direction of the force. A machine is something that makes work easier by changing the force you apply to do work. A machine can change the amount of force you apply, and it can also change the direction of the force. What do machines do all day? There are machines all around us, right? They can be small enough to hold, as big as a person, or bigger than a car. They've been invented and created to make our lives easier. They move and make noises and do special jobs. Some machines need people to hold them, push them or ride them. Others are programmed to work automatically. Each machine is carefully designed to suit its job and location. It may have chunky wheels, robot arms, flashing lights, even whirring blades. There are two main kinds of machines: simple machines and compound machines. Now first we will look at what are simple machines. A device that allows work to be performed with less effort. A device with few or no moving parts. A device that makes work easier by changing force, distance, or by changing the direction of the force. What this means? It means Simple machines are important to us in our daily life. They help us to work. They make our lives easier. There are 6 types of simple machines. They are lever, inclined plane, wedge, screw, wheel and axle, and pulley. Now I will explain you all about these simple machines one by one. Okay? Now we will look at the first simple machine, that is lever. What is a lever? A lever is a board or bar that rests on a turning point. Most common simple machine, because just about anything that has a handle on it has a lever attached. See the examples: a hammer, a seesaw, a scissor, a wheelbarrow, and an arm is also an example of a lever. See? A lever is the most common simple machine because just about anything that has no handle on it has a lever attached. Now, what is an inclined plane? A ramp is an example of an inclined plane. A flat surface that is higher on one end, slanting surface connecting a lower level to a higher level. You can use this machine to move an object to a lower or higher place. See the examples? The dog is moving down from the lever, and this man is moving an object upwards with the help of a lever, right? Now, what is wedge? A wedge is a simple machine used to push two objects apart. A wedge is usually made up of two inclined planes. These planes meet and form a sharp edge. This edge can split or push objects apart. An axe is a wedge that splits wood. This is the axe, right? And this is the knife. These are the examples of a wedge. What is a screw? A screw is a simple machine consisting of a pole or rod with an inclined plane wrapped around it. Screws are used for holding things together. Wood screws, drilling holes in things with drills, and lifting things like car jacks. These are the different examples of screws. Now, what is a pulley? A pulley is a simple machine with a wheel and a rope. The rope fits around the edge of the wheel. You can use a pulley to move a load up, down, or sideways. These are the examples of a pulley: a flagpole, cranes, window blinds, sky lifts, and cable cars. Okay? Now let's see what is wheel and axle. The wheel and axle is a machine used to help make lifting objects easier. It is a large wheel with a long cylinder connected at the center of it. When the wheel is spun, the cylinder spins it. If a rope is attached, it will roll it around the cylinder, raising or lowering the end of the rope, anything attached to it. Today, the wheel and axle is used for many different things. A doorknob is one example of a wheel and axle. This is a doorknob, and these are some different examples of wheel and axle, which includes Ferris wheel, bicycle and skateboard. Now let me quickly tell you about all the simple machines once again. What is a lever? A rod balanced on a fixed point that can help lift a heavy weight with less effort. Then what is wheel and axle? It is used to carry loads around easily for long distances with less effort. What is an inclined plane? Any slope or ramp that makes it easier to lift something. Wedge, made of two inclined planes and used to push objects apart. Then screw, an inclined plane wrapped into a spiral. Then pulley, uses wheels and a rope to raise, lower or move a load. Here are the examples of all these simple machines. Okay. Now I have explained you all about the simple machines very nicely. Now we will see the other kind of machine, that is the compound machine. So what are compound machines? Two or more simple machines working together to make the work easier. Okay. It means you use more than two machines which combines together, and that makes a compound machine. Okay. Here are some more examples of a compound machine: a can opener, wheelbarrow and a bicycle. So as you all know that machines are divided into two parts: simple machines and compound machines. What do machines do? Machines makes our work easier and use a force to cause motion. And what is the work of simple machines? Simple machines are made with few or no moving parts, right? Examples are wagon wheel, seesaw and saw. And what is the work of a compound machine? How it is made? It is made of two or more simple machines, right? Examples: scissor, wheelbarrow and drill. See the combination, that scissors are made with the combination of two simple machines, lever and wedge. Wheelbarrow is made up of wheel and lever, and drill is made up of wheel, screw and wedge. See the combination. All these are simple machines are combined together to make a compound machines. Okay. I hope you have understood about all the different kinds of machines very nicely. Now comes the home task. You have to do the following questions. Question number 1, what is a machine? Question number 2, how many kinds of machines are there? Name them. Question number 3, name the simple machines and define any two. Question number 4. What are compound machines? Question number 5. Do exercises 1 and 2 on page 88. Then exercise 3 and 4 on page 89. And exercise 5 on page 90 in your book. Okay? And when you copy all this work in your science copy, just do exercise 2 in your copy. That is the fill in the blanks. Okay? Including the question answers. You are requested to do your homework or activity in your science copy. When you resume your classes, marks will be given on the basis of homework or activities you have done in your copies. Okay? This is all for today. Take very good care of yourself. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.